Good morning, Pisces. Good day, Pisces. Good week, Pisces. Hello, Pisces. How is Pisces doing? We're just come out of your birthday month. So I hope that all of you that are Pisces suns have actually had a pretty good birthday. So happy birthday to all Pisces from last month. So let's see what's going on for Pisces. What is it that may be going on, like your inner child work? Any inner child work we're working on? What kind of energies are you presenting for this week? What's important that you need to know about? And we have the Lady of the Harvest. I was going to say the forest. It looks like a forest to me, but this is the Lady of the Harvest. So this may be trying to manifest things, wanting to bring things into being, wanting to create, looking at the things around you, looking at how you're abundant in your life. What have you done in your life? Maybe looking at past, how it's created manifestation for you now and to your daily routine, what you're doing with, how different parts of your whole world are just really coming into the now moment. Like, whoa. What am I been doing with myself? Where am I going? Maybe I'm taking this step back and starting to learn to maybe take care of me first for once. Maybe this is like inner child work. This is just wanting to feel really nurtured and be able to nurture other people too. Giving and taking and receiving, giving and receiving, being able to give and receive to others, being able to help others, but also help myself. This is the energy that I feel for this card for this week. Wanting to take action on your own self, wanting to manifest a pretty bountiful world for yourself. Who wouldn't want that, you know? And so what else is going on for Pisces? What else do they need to hear? Going on a journey, taking off for yourself, looking, going out, taking off, going somewhere for yourself, taking off. Just like that's, I'm just like, wow, okay, this is a pretty cool card. Just really manifesting what you want in your life and saying, you know, some of the stuff you're leaving it behind. You've got some friends that are actually helping you. You're like, you know who your friends are. You're going to take them and you've got some new ideas and you want to go explore and create and do things. Maybe feel vulnerable again. Take a leap of faith going into life, into the unknown. Not really knowing where it's going, but man, I need to manifest some stuff for myself. I need to feel good about myself and what I want in my life. And I'm just, it's like he's pushing his hand like back, like poo on that stuff that just doesn't work for me anymore. I don't want to really have anything to do with that. I want this in my life. I want to go forward and just take that leap of faith. Who knows what's out there? And I don't know what I'm going to fall into, but it's like, wow, I got goosebumps even thinking about it. It's like, just going to jump. Whatever happens, happens. And it's all about me now. I got to worry about what I'm bringing into my life because my future, I want it to be good for me. It's not going to be this other stuff where I felt tied down into things that aren't working no more. I got to go for what I need that's good for me so I can be able to be good for other people. Then again, I might not just even give a darn about anything and just say, F it all. I need a whole new life. Putting everything behind and taking a leap of faith and just going with my idea. And I'm feeling pretty balanced about it. I might have a little bit more high hopes than what I'm expecting, but I'm going to just take that leap of faith and tell everyone to F off. Someone may have pissed me off and not, you know, taken so much from me that I just can't handle this no more and I'm going. And then we have a helper come along. Someone seeing maybe that you need this help. Maybe you're going to guidance, getting guidance from someone that's worthy and wisdom. There's this person that's like you're sitting there with your sword, your truth. This is what I want to do, but I need some guidance. I need someone to give me the wisdom that I need so I can go in through that doorway right there. I see that light, that tunnel where I want to go, but I really need to make sure that I have the wisdom from someone. I need some guidance and help here, and I'm going to ask for that help. This is Artemis, I believe that's the name. What's this card name? is Sylvanus, but this is like seeking guidance, getting help from someone who has been there before, maybe running into this person, jumping in and just like, hey, so you're being guided and helped, and what a beautiful reading. Yes. Okay, so anyways, let's get into the cards and find out what else is going on for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. What's going on? So you're trying to create a new world, a new life for yourself, maybe out with the old and in with the new. Really contemplating that. Maybe as of today, this could already been a process that's just started, knowing your truth, receiving new wisdom too, new ideas are being put into your head from someone's guiding you, they're giving you, you're taking a leap of faith and getting guidance and information and knowledge from someone else about this new path that you're wanting to go down, and you're really sitting there to take some time out for yourself to really contemplate. And maybe there's other people not so happy. I see like all these other people like really not really happy about what it is you're learning. Maybe they don't understand what you're doing. Maybe they're so used to taking from your harvest, and now you're like, I need to go on my own. I need to get some time out away from everything. I need to seek my own inner solitude, my own inner guidance, and my own guidance, my own wants and needs, what I need, so I can recreate my future here. I don't need to over-explain that, but I just have that tendency to just really emphasize on something when I just see some good in there. Okay, so let's see what else is going on for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. The week of March 18th to the 24th, give or take a few. We never know, right? So I'll be doing my dailies after this week is done. I'll be on, but I'm going to actually be using these cards today. I'm guided to use them because I have now got my clarity on my cards. It's like when it takes a while. I've had them for a few months, and now all of a sudden it's like they're speaking to me in a way, and it's not like weird, or I don't know how to explain it, but it's just like there's an understanding between me and these cards. They're not evil. A demon, that's I have someone that thought those are demon cards, but they're not demon cards. That's just what the belief was put into someone. Someone was told, this is that picture right there, that is a demon picture, okay? Because it's demon to me, so it's got to be demon for you. When all I see is artistic, I see more than just the picture. I look at the meaning. I feel the impression, the energy. Okay, so as far as what's going on in your emotions, it's like maybe you're making choices, looking at new directions that you're going in. It is, wow, following right on in with this reading already. Looking at the choices that inspire you in what direction you're going to go, but feeling like maybe you've been shackled with your feet planted in one area, like your foot can't move forward. You're kind of stuck in one set way of going forward, and your hand tied to the other, like your hand being kept stuck to another situation, having two different ideas, like your foot meaning going forward, walking forward in life. You're pretty inspired to do that one, and then you're also pretty inspired to do the things that you do with your hands, you know, and it's like, well, which way do I go? I'm trying to figure it out. So this is like, this little bird comes along and sits in your hand, and you're looking at your free hand. That's your free will, because this hand is free from anything, and you've had an actual bird land on your hand, metaphorically speaking. And this bird doesn't have to, in reality, in our real world, birds, literally wild birds like this, do not just go land on your hand. So in my view of this bird landing on your hand, that's that bird's free will in your hands. It had the free will to land on your hand. You could have hurt it, you could have crushed it, you could have teased it, tortured it, whatever, but it's like, no, this bird trusts you enough to be able to land in your hand So it had the free will to sit in that free hand. So now you're looking at where's your free will, maybe regarding your emotions, as far as what do you really want to do? What is your choice? What are you really inspired to do? And you're trying to make a choice in what direction you want to go, and this affecting your emotions because you're inspired by two different things, which could cause some maybe conflict. But it's not too conflicting because, you know, air energy with fire energy actually complements each other, right? For air and fire, they blend, they help build each other. So what you're doing today, maybe especially for today, since the moon is in Libra, this would be on what, Thursday. Maybe you're more inspired now, being fueled to really make a choice in where you're wanting to go, feeling more of that inspiration towards your dreams and goals. Hence the journeyman, right? Feeling the need, looking at all the things you're tied to, the things that you've put in your own hard work. You've had those ideas of what you want to do and where you want to go. But feeling stuck too. You have one free foot and one free hand. The free foot's touching the ground. It's pretty, so where your idea of what you're thinking of where you're wanting to go is pretty grounded. It seems like you're kind of set there, pretty solid. It may have something to do with a challenge too that you're facing, but also your free hand where you're wanting to, it's like you want to take flight in where it is that you're going to not be held back or captured or feel tied to or feel imprisoned. You want to have the choice that you're maybe making is something that you want to have the freedom to go and roam and be free. So you're making a choice where you can be free. And balance too. Where is it that you're balanced? Choices, balancing choices, fueled, fiery energy. And as far as your freedom of expression, it looks like you have a sense of not being able to freely express yourself. And this caused a lot of anxiety for you, having to keep yourself shut up so you don't offend others. And maybe you want to express, because this anxiety is saying to me that this is like, well, I can't really speak my mind. I have to keep my mouth shut. I have to keep my opinions to myself. So, you know, I feel trapped into this situation. What do I do? And this causes endless nights. You're wanting to freely express yourself and do things and achieve something, you know, be able to achieve communication with other people, what I would assume, you know, being able to express your ideas, freely express them. And as far as communicating, maybe you're showing that you're just not happy with what you are surrounded with, because now we have the Empress in reverse regarding communication towards others. And this could be anything regarding, you know, your emotions are expressed. Maybe you're expressing in your emotions about how you are not happy, about what is going on, what kinds of things that you've harvested. It's interesting that we have the Empress here, and this would represent the Empress too. Male or female, this is the energy, the feminine energy of any male or any female. This would be this representative of what's nurturing for you, and what you're expressing and communicating or wanting to express maybe is your need here. Like, this is looking at what you need to express, but maybe you're having a hard time expressing that because you don't feel like you have the ability. It's like you're being held back from doing that. And how is it that you're compassionate? What is it that you're bringing? In your compassion, this can have something to do too, right? And we have the Fool card. What the heck? So you feel compassionate for other people who take new beginnings. So you're probably able to help other people who take risks and stuff. You have compassion, and this may be even your idealism and how you find enlightenment too, by being able to take leaps of faith into the unknown, not knowing what the heck's going to happen, and you feel compassionate towards other people that have that too. Maybe you feel inspired by them. Maybe those kind of people that show that they can take risk. Maybe this is you looking at it like, wow, I could take that risk too. Let me jump over that cliff. Well, wait, that's like saying, you know, that bridge deal where if I jump off this bridge, well, you can jump. Are you going to jump off the bridge too? Well, wait, I'll wait and see if you fall. And what happens to you once you get in the water? Let you be the fool. So you're like maybe the person who always takes risk for other people. You show compassion to them by taking risk for them. Maybe you risk yourself. You endanger yourself for other people. Maybe that could be something. Maybe doing things, taking on new projects and stuff for other people. You're pretty compassionate about new beginnings and things like that. Just going into the unknown and just helping. That's compassion. Idealism, I would say this is just having a high idealistic thinking of thinking everything is, you're fine. The things that you may jump into, it's like you really don't know what's going to happen, and you kind of maybe think that it's whatever, right? It's going to be however it happens, it's going to happen. I learn from my lessons. If it goes good, it's going to go good. This may be what you're dealing with right now, and it's pretty much emotional energy too, and maybe having some high dreams about things. But you're having a problem with communicating those dreams, but you're fired up too. But you're really wanting to, you're maybe evaluating, how can I let other people know I'm just not happy? I need to just do this for myself now. I help you guys with these new projects, these new ideas and everything. I'm pretty compassionate about what you guys do, but it's time for me to do this for me now, because I'm not expressing my own needs, where I want to go, what I want to do, and I'm not happy. I'm not feeling very comfortable with what I've got right now because something's just not right. As far as romantic inclinations, it looks like you're going back into something. Maybe you might be trying to refix something. You're unable to let go of a cycle. Maybe that's what's been going on, and now you're trying to make a decision. What do I do with this? I'm needing to communicate that there needs to be some change, because this needs to end. It needs to be brought to an end, whatever way. There needs to be a new beginning and some type of balance here, because right now something's just not ending and it's unbalanced. There's nothing, it doesn't feel good energy at all. I want to take a leap of faith into the unknown, and I've got to make a really good head over heart decision, even though I have no cups here for this. This is what I'm getting. And as far as what you're expressing, we have the Four of Pentacles. So this would be trying to maybe pretty much guard yourself, trying to stay grounded, but really dominant energy here, like a lot of male energy, like really dominant about guarding what is valuable to you, what is your balance. You're trying to keep what you've earned, your comfort, your everything, your stability. You're really trying to guard it and keep it stable, and very adamant about doing that. Even though you're an emotional, you're a water sign, this is still pretty much being pretty smart for your own protection, especially if something's not going right. You're trying to really protect your assets. You're trying to protect what you have grown. I mean, if you've had other people taking from you, it's like you want to keep stuff for yourself and maybe put out a little bit for other people to come and take, because they're so used to taking anyways. So might as well put out what your boundaries are about what you're willing to give, and then they can come and take from that, but not from what you've grown, what your stability is, your money and stuff. This is your comfort. You're protecting that and letting other people, maybe this, you know, you're showing to them that here, this is what you can take. I'll allot you this. You have that, and you have to deal with it, because this is mine right now, and this is my stability. I'm not willing to unbalance my own self. I'm making my own choices and taking a leap of faith. I've had a hard time expressing my needs. I've had a really hard time expressing this, because I did not want to communicate my stuff, but now I'm so not very thrilled with what's been going on, that I gotta do what I gotta do. So here's what you can have. You can take it or leave it. That's a bit narcissistic, but it's not really. It's looking out for yourself, for what you need to grow in your life. So then, as far as what's driving you, well, we already see that you most likely need to, look at how you're harvesting for yourself, right? And then we have the Three of Coins. Not wanting, really reevaluating, people always coming to you, wanting your ideas. Maybe there's been some, because the Third of Coins also in reverse would be other people taking your ideas for granted. There may be competition that has come about and someone taking you for granted about the ideas, things that you've shared. Now they're like topsy-turvying on you, putting you through the feeling of competition. Like, what the heck? So you might have some competition over your own ideas that you've shared, and you're being driven, you're driving the inner side of you is like, well, what the heck? And this is pushing you forward, which is good. And what's the challenge about this, though? And we have the Seven of Cups. This is like having a lot of choices to make up here to decide which one do I actually want. And it corresponds with this making of a decision that you're really driven to do, emotionally even. And so right now, it's like you're going to be, trying to balance this out, trying to figure out which one is perfect for you. Which cup do I take? Which one is it? So this is where I see you getting that wisdom from someone that's helping you, guiding you. You're seeking guidance from someone who's giving you the wisdom and knowledge about maybe each one of these opportunities here, each one of these cups, what's in each one of these cups for you, what is available to you, so that way when you get up from this person that's sharing their wisdom with you, when you get up, you're going to have a more precise direction of where you're going to be going, and if you're going to be able to manage to bring this right into a complete ending and change it into a new cycle. But also I feel that you're going to also start communicating to people how you are comfortable, what you're loving about yourself, and what you're bringing about, how you're creating things in your life. And you're communicating with other people about that in a good way, about the leap of faith that you had, because you finally came out of the anxiety of not being able to share your ideas and knowledge and expressions with other people. So then all of a sudden now you've made a choice. I'm just uprighting these cards for you, but this is the possibility that I see when you're sitting here, because this is the challenge card. This is for who this is meant to be read for. And if it doesn't fit, don't make it fit your situation unless there's something in it that you may take. But this is making a decision, and this is this is challenging because it can cause some inner conflict, because look what you've been comfortable with. And you're now deciding to take that leap of faith into the unknown. This is taking a chance, getting out of our comfort zone and just jumping, going. But then seeking, as you take that first foot forward, you take that first foot, that's where you start to change your world. You start to look at all these new ideas and possibilities. The first foot forward is taking that leap of faith. That's always going to be, do I do it or do I not? And the first foot you step forward, that's a progress towards changing your own future, away from where they have been in the past. So then you realize all these opportunities, whereas before maybe you hadn't seen them before. You didn't see what's in all these cups, these different offers and stuff. And it's like having a whole new world to explore. It's like pretty awesome to see that, wow, all this whole time I've been stuck in one little cup, misery, whatever. Like, I'm going to say this because having no faith in being able to create things, that's pretty sad. not being able to speak my mind about what I want. That would be anxiety, not being able to speak my truth, not knowing how to tell people what I need, so I can't create things. I can't even tell people how I want to create things because I'm afraid. I have fear, anxiety that I might piss people off because they're so used to me being a certain way right here, and it's a comfort zone, but how is that working for me? It's not. It's actually anything I have shared, maybe that's actually been taken advantage of, used against me. Competition, right? People take advantage of some of your ideas, sometimes for their own benefit, because of the kind of people that are so used to take, some give, but it's more take, and it's like now it's like, well, that's got to be left behind, because why would you have this sun card now all of a sudden expressing to others that you need to guard your own self and only allocate a set amount? This is like having a boundary put in place. This is what I have, but that's what I'm going to allow. This is what you can have. Whereas before, look at how much could have been given. And it's like everything of yours, leaving you maybe depleted and unhappy, unable to create. So yeah. So here you're trying to maybe find this balance to bring endings by taking that leap of faith. And then we have all those, the challenge. This is a good challenge though. Having this, I'd love to have that challenge of having all these other opportunities. Having my whole world opened up before my eyes. All of a sudden, like, you're not really stuck in this one particular situation. Look at everything else out there available to you. Explore each one of them. Don't just be set in one particular way. Explore all the ideas that have until you find what I would say your peace and happiness. Things that you can freely express yourself in because that's your need at the moment. And you're a risk taker. You're a compassionately risk taker. A very compassionate risk taker. You may have always probably given the energy off of being able to be taken advantage of too by people because of being able to trust in the unknown, have a naive sense like a child, just trusting everybody that they're not going to take advantage. And now it's kind of happened, it seems like, and it's not getting you nowhere. So being selfish for yourself for once would be a nice ideal way of expanding. And here we have reevaluating. We have the Queen of Wands here going into your future and the King of Wands. So it looks like maybe there's a partnership here, or maybe this is you. This could be, if not a partnership, this right here. This may be, if this is just you, this is pretty fiery energy, and this is in Sagittarius. So there's pretty fired up, but not having an understanding of one of your inspirations or something that's not really super duper clear, and something that may be actually pissing you off, excuse the English, but this is in reverse, so this would be not really sure, not really secure in one of the ideas, but there's wanting to also really stand firm about the one true path you do start to take. Like, okay, deciding I don't want this path. I understand. I've gained the understanding about the one wand that I was looking at, right? I've gained the understanding of one of these wands. And so I want to turn that wand down. I don't want anything to do with it because it's dispassionate towards me. It doesn't work for me, and it will only make me an angry person with a lot of fire here. This is a lot of fire. This is against my goals. This is against my desires, my accomplishments, what I want in my life going forward. So I'm going to make the decision to really stand my ground. Something that I can lead other people. I'll take that leap of faith because you're used to doing it anyways, but I'm going to really stand my ground and be able to maybe help lead other people, but not let them sway me, because now I'm going to take on that energy of being in charge of my own life in what I want, and I'm going to go forward, pursue those ideas, those things that inspire me. Maybe I'll go check out every single one of these things, right? Yeah, this may be a challenge that I got all these little cups in front of me, but you know what? I stand my ground, go check them all out, see what's going on with each one of them. Not make any solid commitments to anything, because I need to find out what's in each of these cups first. I need to understand. Then it may take some time. It could take maybe a few months, 7 months maybe, that you're going to be checking each one of these little cups out. But you're going to take your time and be patient. This is sometimes somewhat impatient. There might be some impatience going on because, yeah, being a Queen of Wands in reverse, this showing like very aggressive energy, but you have this being able to pull back on that, being able to take charge over aggression, you know, over the aggressiveness of this energy, this couple here. This could be a couple, but this is just you, yourself. This isn't, even though there's a relationship in here, it'll pertain to you however you see it, but this is just saying that this is taking charge, going forward, checking out every single freaking opportunity there is. Even though it's a challenge, it is a good challenge, I feel. This is having to make those choices. What path am I going to go that's inspiring to me? And you're taking that choice to express yourself freely. That bird is free will. That bird has the free will to get off of your hand too. And how is it, what is like the self-limitations and the restrictions? This is why this has taken, it takes me 3 or 4 days to get these readings in, because they take a lot of energy from me. I mean, not really a lot of energy. It's pretty easy, but it's like I have to make sure there's nothing involving any BS around in my environment that's going to mess up with my energy and have it portrayed into my readings. So I have to make sure that when I do my readings, I have balance. What's restricting you is a relationship, a partnership that has actually not been working out the way that you expected it to. This is limiting you. This is something that has been going on for a while, because we have this like not moving, not changing. It's just continuously being the same thing, and it's unable, you can't create in it. This isn't the energy of creating with a person. And now you're having these options in front of you, presenting a challenge too. And it's like you're restricting yourself because of your inability to make a precise decision about a partner that you've had in your past that's still there, stuck. This is someone in your energy now that you just can't seem to shake. It's like taking that leap of faith. Now here, this was causing you unable, the communication. This is like the problem solving part right here. Maybe there's a problem, how this is limiting is this. I like this part because it's pretty cool. Because I look at the communication and the limitation that you have. This is self-imposed restrictions, or even restrictions that have been brought on from your past. Now you're having to deal with these things that you've brought on. So you have brought on something from your past regarding a relationship that has failed, or a partnership that has failed in your life, that you're unable to get out of a cycle with. And you're having to you're wanting to express to others what you're doing. You're wanting to give to this person now an allocated amount of something or other, giving them a set amount, putting boundaries up and holding on to stuff that you have for yourself, because you're going on your own journey and you're seeking guidance and wisdom from someone else, because you're unable to feel like you can really express to this person anymore what you don't feel like you're abundant and you can't create. You don't feel like you're able to create. You're trying to figure out, how can I communicate to this person what I want to create, because I don't know how to even get through to this person anymore. There's like a a detachment going on here. There's cups above it, but there's all these new ideas too, right? But this person has most likely been taking more, or really taking advantage of a situation here, and just bam, you're trying to make a head over heart decision, really looking back at this. So I can see how maybe if this was a partnership that you're trying to fix, it's like, no, you already see that somebody is kind of angry about maybe a choice that you're having to make going forward into your future, taking up your one stick and going forward, but you're compassionate about it going forward. Maybe you want to take that person along, but maybe they're just not seeing it, so you're going and speaking with someone now about these options you have. Which ones do I make? So I can go back and freely communicate and create. I want to communicate to this person an idea that I have that would bring a harvest, a bountifulness to both our lives. This may be with or without that person, because right now this is one, if this is about these two people, the female energy came in the reverse, meaning that's a negative energy, versus the king being pretty much prominent about being decisive, female or male, being pretty sure about what they want, and the female not knowing what they want. So this would be being able to go back and create, be creative, be creative in your communication to this person about some type of decision that you're making, a choice, and how it's going to benefit them. Maybe you may not see them for a while because you're cloaked, they're cloaked, and this is saying that, well, I need to do this for me right now, and I would really like it if you're there when I get back, when I'm done with this, because maybe this is what you're doing, is looking for a new partnership. Maybe this is not having a partnership. Maybe this is staying out of partnerships, and now you're looking at these new ideas. Who do I pick? You know, I want to be creative with a head over heart decision that I make with a partner, but I've got to pick one of these choices. Which one do I want? So you could be looking, and if this is the person that you are in a relationship with, then you guys are in the outs and trying to figure out, going and getting guidance about that. So your communication could be about making a head over heart choice. If we put them in reverse, which I'm doing here, like here, we'll just, like if we turn them around and put them in the opposite places, these two cards, it's like maybe you can, maybe your restriction, someone's restriction is about how they create something, and the communication isn't really getting through about choices being made. Maybe choices aren't being made or being communicated about things that you can't create or don't know how to create. So one more card. But see, you're being driven by somebody basically taking advantage or competing against you. Now you're seeing that you have some choices here, though, some options. What can I do? Because there's a relationship that's actually keeping you stuck. And now you've got some options to, and if it's been someone taking advantage of you and competing against you, then it's like, well, wait, there's better people out there. This is something that I don't need anymore, then most likely, because it looks like someone's taking a leap of faith into the unknown, not really knowing where they're going, but they've got all those options here. Wanting to maybe put an end to this kind of situation over here too. That would be, you know, this is maybe what you're hoping to have happen. That's expansion and luck right there. This is where you're driving towards, or goal is, could be most likely. And what's coming in is hermit mode. Oh gosh, reevaluating some things. You're going to be made maybe to reevaluate some new experiences maybe coming in. That'll make you reevaluate, go back in and look at what is in your heart and soul, in your mind. Some new qualities may come in, putting you back into the hermit mode of going within and looking again, or something, the unknown, you know, hey. Something's going to come in that's totally unexpected towards you, and it's going to make you reevaluate a decision. Your thoughts, what you used to think were right, could be now wrong. Maybe it's throwing you off guard. It's maybe making you retreat back into your safety zone, because we have the Hermit card. I think maybe I should just really say that whatever's coming your way, it's going to cause you to really go within and look at what you need. You're going to see the light on what choices you need, what direction you need to go. This is for a weekly reading, so you may be having some options coming up during this week that you're looking at. But there's a possibility of challenges for, well, this is cup energy right now for the person who this is meant for. There could be, the next 7 months, that would be what? We'll go Pisces, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, Virgo, Libra. So about October or so, or October or November actually, it's like around that time, maybe you'll finished exploring different little ideas and have more set. I mean, that sounds like a long time away, but each month something different always comes up, right? But for this one particular situation, this would probably be maybe a 7-month deal where you need to just take your time and explore each idea. And this is really weird. I just did it this way too, because there's different signs, different signs in here, different planets and stuff that are on top of this cups, which would be representative of zodiac astrology and stuff. So I just counted without even thinking about it, doing the zodiac signs. So yeah, maybe this is to do with a Libra. This is in Libra energy time. So Libra starts about in September 20th or something like that, wherever Libra starts, between September 20th and the middle of October. That is Libra season. So right after summertime, there should be some types of some type of commitment coming up regarding a relationship. There you go. Enjoy. A lot of inner work, though, is coming up. This may be new work for you, and new experiences, inner work, inner wisdom, inner guidance, going with what you know, and taking leaps of faith, obviously, too. Well, that's just you taking that leap of faith into the unknown, with people and not with people, by yourself and with other people, most likely. But really learning, most likely, how to break free from something in a relationship regarding romantic attraction and stuff. Okay, so that's your guys' reading. Thank you for watching, and wow, that's almost an hour. Thank you for watching this long, and go ahead and like, comment, subscribe, share. Let me know how this went for you, and may this week be the best that you can make it. Thanks.